Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. Today we're going to check out an iconic store in Sydney, Majestic Aquariums. Okay, so we continue on the Reef Revolution local fish shop crawl through Sydney, and on today's episode we come down to Majestic Aquariums, an absolute iconic store in Sydney, just located down, I guess it's near Taren Point. You can just see down here, it's a little bit south of Sydney, just kind of around the harbour a little bit there. And there's no mistaking the store when you first appear. It's in a large sort of homemaker area, and there's absolutely no doubt that it's an aquarium, from the huge blue front to the pictures of the fish, the big roller door exposing all of the dry goods and live goods. So let's walk in and check out what we've got. The store is located next to a party shop, and having that large shark there from Finding Nemo is just a really clever way of bringing kids in just to check out the things and get them interested into aquariums. And it's something that the team at Majestic have been doing really well lately with the introductory seminars on modern reef keeping, and it's something that I think is going a really long way of keeping this hobby interested to the new generation. Now, I apologize, I'm talking about seminars while we're going quickly over the dry food range, and now we're onto one of their absolute draw cards in store, and that's this large predator tank, which of course has everyone's favourite, a pretty active shark. He paces up and down this tank with some serious authority, and I was talking to Paul about who goes in there to clean the tank, and it's a hot topic, and it's something they get asked quite a lot, and it's not one person in particular's job. They ruffle it around a little bit because he's a pretty feisty shark. Now, I just want to take your attention back over here. This is brand new to Australia. It's the Triton Course 7 range. I haven't seen this on shelves anywhere other than Cairns Marine before, so seeing this on the shelf was pretty exciting, and you can see the range is pretty extensive. Obviously, they've got their ICP testing as well, but the carbon and all the elements as well. Now, once we head down here, we can see some Reef Pure RO systems. We can see some reference checking things there, some solutions to check your test kits. We've got a good range of Aqua One pumps. You can see some Macropores there, some Chemi-Pures, good range of Red Sea test kits, NIOS test kits, Aqua Forest test kits. We come across into some small wave makers. We've got some in-tank thermometers. There's some tank heaters, which makes sense to be next to the thermometers. What else we got down here? We've got some larger or some return pumps, as well as some wave pumps there. I'll just let someone walk past. We've got the full Aqua Forest range here, from their Zeos to their salts to their Nitrophos minus to their GFOs, their supplements, the component ABC system. You name it, the team here have got it, as well as the Red Sea supplements. You can see some Continuum range there, two little fishies. The Blue Life range of treatments, a huge Continuum range there. You can see some Sea Chem products, some Instant Ocean salts, Aquametic salts, which I haven't seen before. We've got a range of the API chemical supplements and treatments, just focusing there on that Aquametic salt. It's not something I've seen before. A little bit of freshwater range there as well. Pop around the corner, you can see some reptile items here, so for like turtle setups and lizard setups. We've got some small beta tanks there. Down here we've got some more pond related items, as well as some hang-on filters, all sorts. You got air pumps, air stones, and a little bit more of that Triton range there still to be unpacked. All right, now this section at the end of this aisle was all full of fragging gear, and had some really cool things. The building and obsession frag carriers, the Sea Chem range of tongs and cutters, some fluval items there. Over here we had some actual frag tiles themselves and some glue. We've got the Mastic range of foods there. We've got some seaweed clips, the Coral Essentials range, Fauna Marine, the Blue Life resins, and have a quick look at some of their display tanks here. This first one here is a Waveline special tank. It's got the Waveline pumps, the RLSS skimmer, and some really cool integrated electronics system. And the feature of this tank, while they've got some beautiful SPS in there, it's still fairly new, so it's still growing in. The fact they've got this many purple and yellow tangs in there, as well as a big, I think that's a Queen Angel, gives the tank plenty of movement while those SPS are settling in. But if you want instant movement, you don't have to go far, because you come across to the LFS tank here, and there's some absolute crackers in there. Some beautiful hammers, some Duncans, some Gonies, some Blastos, and in the bottom right-hand corner down here, my absolute favourite LPS. This torch, which just does not do any justice on camera, has an incredible green and gold splash through it. Each stem of that torch has got green and gold on it. It's stunning. Now, we'll skip past a couple of the freshwater tanks, because you know me, it's Parker's Reefs. We'll have a really quick glance at this second LPS tank down here, which is obviously got absolutely flooded with blue light at the moment, so we'll do our best to bring out the colours, but it's got some beautiful hammers and Gonies. We'll have a quick go past the predator tank again, just to show you a couple of fish that aren't the shark in there. We've got that big guy down there, and there's a huge, well, there's our shark, but there's also a eel down there, which I don't think we can see, and he's massive. He's longer than I am. All right. Let's get over to the SBS tank here. There's some cool pieces in here, despite this being a Sunday, so they've probably been there since midweek or late midweek. This tank's really cool. It's got a nice little dosing holder set up there, a algae reactor, and a couple of pieces that are being held down here. Some obviously some locals popped in when that delivery came in fresh and picked out the absolute gems, and I don't disagree with any of the choices they made. Let's have a look at some of the fish here. You can see a tomato clown, a lipstick narso, some angels, looks like some little baby clowns there, absolute tiny. He's got a cleaner wrasse, sailfin tang, looks like a powder grey, some more clowns, more narsos, blue-green chromis, Great Barrier Reef chromis, another narso, the blue tangs, pair of clowns, some sort of angel up there. I didn't see, maybe a bicolour angel. We got some more clowns here, and this is the LPS for sale tank, so we've got some cool pieces in here, some mazes, some lobos, I think there's some zoas, sinarias there, I think I can see some favias, some deshies, some fungias, good assortment in there, and it's absolutely chock-a-block. There's a beautiful Magnifica up there. I was somewhat tempted to bring that home for my clown tank. It's listed as yellow. I'd say it's a highlighter green, but for those who know me, I'm colorblind, so my opinion on colors doesn't really count, but nonetheless, it was a stunning piece, and there's a whole heap more LPS there, which I'm sorry, we've kind of gone over quite quickly. We'll have another quick look at the SBS here as we come around the corner. And I want to take your attention into what's inside these bits of PVC here. Now, unfortunately, they're not for sale, but these are some huge mantis shrimp. These guys, when I say huge, I know we've all seen those pictures online of overseas where they have a mantis the size of your leg. All right, they're not the size of your leg, these ones, but they're the size of a baby's arm. And I tell you what, I would not want to be hit by one. All right, let's get back into paying attention to these fish here. We've got some starfish there, some designer clowns. We've got some more carpet nems in there. Some guys look like they're just recovering. They're a little bit bleached, but they'll come good. We've got some live rock tanks here. Nice big tubs there from Cairns Marine, and they've got a couple of them there. Then in here we've got some zoas and some other fragged pieces. Come across here, we've got a bit more. This is all the designer zoas in there, so you can see all the prices listed down the bottom there. Each piece is sort of priced individually. We've got a huge school of purple tangs here, which is just really cool to see. There must be a dozen in there, maybe more. And we'll just come around the corner. Let's have a look what else we can find. There's a little bit more dry goods and a little bit of freshwater stuff here, but I guess it's probably about that time of the episode where I start signing out. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Majestic Aquariums and Paul Talbot and the team down there are just one of those stores that have just set the standard for so long. So it's really cool to come in and have a chat to Paul about some of his stories about looking after the Lake Bob Hawke's fish tank and some of the stories involved with that. He's just an absolute character. So if you haven't had the opportunity to get down to Majestic Aquariums and just talk all things fish tank with Paul, I highly recommend it. He's an absolute character and just an all-round good guy in the hobby. So get on down there, maybe even pick up that brand new arcade that we're looking at there, and have a chat to the team about what stock they got, what products they got, what would take to get your aquarium to the next level. And as always, if you've got any questions, pop it in the section down below. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to see more like this one, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any of these videos in future. And yeah, until next time, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the Reef Revolution tour of Majestic Aquariums. Thanks again. Bye.